And I just love that about her. And my name is Hunter Pelt. I am a redneck. Now, I'm a good old country boy from Louisiana and lived in Texas forever. And I lived in Georgia and California. I've moved around a lot. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to be here because we're bringing my favorite gem, Tanzanite, or zoisite. Because the first one I'm going to show you is a golden Tanzanite. And golden Tanzanite is more rare than Tanzanite. But before I do that, let me back up because I didn't tell you about the company. If you've never shopped with us here at Shop LC, we've been a manufacturer for over 50 years. We've been on TV for over 16, almost 17 now. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a program called Your Purchase Feeds. And what that is anytime you make a purchase, we buy a meal for a child in need. And I was just talking to one of our executives. I'm saying, how many meals have we purchased in the last 18 months? Because that's about how long I've been here. Not because I want to know about me, because I'm thinking when I started it was like 18 million and we're at 45 million now. So she goes, she's going to research it and find out and let me know. So she didn't have that fact right there readily available. But I think it's such a great program because we don't ask you to round to the nearest dollar, give $1, pay $10. Whatever you buy, if you love it, whether it's on the web, whether it's at the live store or it's here on live stream, we purchase, buys a piece. But Tanzanite, back to my Tanzanite story. Tanzanite was a gemstone. It's a single source gem out of Tanzania. And when the Tanzanian government came in a little over 8.5 years ago and took over the mine, I said then, and you'll hear me say this often, from the book of Hunter, I believe the Tanzanite mine is done. My friend, subsequently, he and his wife were planning a trip to Cape Town, Africa, like 4 months after this happened. They went and visited the diamond mine because he's a rock hound. And when they were there, Craig said 4 times during their tour, the gentleman was asked about the Tanzanian mine. And he said, oh, that's closed. 4 different times. And he texted me from Cape Town, Africa, and said, Hunter, I think you're right. I think the mine is closed. We were the largest, or one of the largest site holders at Tanzania. So originally there was about 24 people that were part of the site holders. What that means is you got opportunity to buy first. When they would mine out, they would cleave it, they would get it nice and clean, and you would see these rough Tanzanite barrels of Tanzanite, right? And you could bid on them and you could buy them. And we were like one of the first right of refusals because we bought so many Tanzanites. So what we did is when we got the nice Tanzanite, we coveted the best and we sold off the rest. We have golden Tanzanite. Now, if you look online about golden Tanzanite, there is no pricing guide for golden Tanzanite. In fact, if you read on the internet, it says golden Tanzanite is so rare, you could charge anything you wanted to for it because there's just, the demand is here, the supply is none. Because when you took a Tanzanite that looked like this and you heated it about 600 degrees, it would turn to that beautiful violet blue color. So to get natural zoisite, we're calling it golden Tanzanite because it's found from the same mine. But the mineral itself is called zoisite. Zoisite is a mineral that is in multiple colors, but it usually comes out brown. So when you get these natural colors that came out green and pink and yellow, they're very, very rare. When Tanzanite is baked at 600 degrees or 750, something around there, it turns to that beautiful violet blue with those red flashes and that trichroicness. When you get a golden Tanzanite, you will see sometimes pinks, sometimes greens, sometimes yellows, sometimes browns. You will see that trichroicness in there as well because it is such a beautiful gem. Notice how you see the greens in there? This is beautiful. This is extremely rare. Now, Tanzanite is a single source gem. So think about this. Rubies found in many different places. There's Thai rubies. Madagascar had some rubies at one point. They had found sapphires. They found sapphires here in the States. They found sapphires in man, I just went blank now. My brain's going very. Oh my gosh, I sold them. Cashmere. Thank you. I just went totally blank there for a second. You got your cashmere. You've got your African. You've got your, Thai. You've got all these different areas that have different gems. Tanzanite, you have one place, Tanzania. There's no other place on the planet you can get Tanzanite. Emeralds, you've got Africa. You got two different places. You've got Zambian and you've got Ethiopian. But everybody wants the coveted Colombian emerald. Why? Because that was the first one on the pricing guide. Zambian is now on the pricing guide. Before, 5 years ago, there was only one place that was on the pricing guide for emeralds. And that's why people thought it was the best there is. The old emeralds that came out of Colombia were phenomenal. The new emeralds that come out of Colombia are heavily included, which emeralds are a type 3 gemstone. But the Tanzanite mine was founded in 1967. It was taken to market in 1968 by Tiffany and Company. This gem is only 55 years old, and the mine is done. But one more step. You can make a lab-created sapphire. You can make a lab-created ruby. You can't make a lab-created Tanzanite. Tanzanite, because of its molecular structure, cannot be made in a laboratory environment. So all the Tanzanites mined are done. They're out there in collectors of dealers and collectors. And what will be sold is from somebody who already owns it, not from coming out from Mother Nature. They say it's more likely for you or I to be struck by lightning than to find another Tanzanite mine. They spent the last 5 decades looking for one. Because Tanzanite is a rare exotic gem because of the fact that it was caused by lightning striking over and over and over and over and over and over in the same place. Now, I grew up, my mama told me, and everything mama told me was true. I believe it. She always said, lightning never strikes twice in the same place. Now, many of you probably heard that as well. Tanzanite, or Tanzania, proves that differently. Because lightning strikes over and over. It's right there on the foothills of Kilimanjaro. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, it's a personal reason on Tanzanite why I love it so much. That trichroicness of the purple, the blue, and the red makes me think of royalty and makes me think of an angry, upset father. And that's why I feel like this gem is from the heavens. That's just me. That's from my book. That's why I love it so much. That's my personal story. But Tanzanite as a whole, one source, rubies, I can think of 3 or 4 different places that were known for bringing out lots of rubies. Maybe 5. Sapphires, I think there's 10 major places that you get sapphires. Emeralds, 3, maybe 4 that were main veins for emeralds. Tanzanite, there's 1. All of those other gems can be made in a lab-grown facility. Tanzanite can't. All the Tanzanite mined, for argument and purposes, is done. They're trying to lease the mine, but no one's buying it. If you're a millionaire, do you want to give $1 million to lease a mine that has nothing in it? And that probably hasn't been reinforced for the last 8 years. Now we have video, not here, at our live shows of the Tanzanite mine. Miss Becky went down there. They're in a cart. Have you ever ridden the runaway mine train? That's what it looks like. But this ain't a roller coaster. It's real life. And they are ducking while they're going through this. This ain't like you hold your hands up and go, yeah, because you're not going to hit the poles because they've got them perfectly set. Oh no, you may lose an arm. They went way down in this hole. I'm sure it was cold. I'm sure it was hot and clammy and I don't want to be buried alive. 2 Empire State Buildings. I can stand on top of Empire State Building, jump up and down and wave at you and holler at you down the street. No problem. But 2 Empire State Buildings below the earth.
It goes that low?
I think I'll take a pass on that one.
Yeah.
This mine is the 2nd deepest mine. One just passed it. I can't remember which one it is. Just passed it a few months ago. But before that, it was the deepest mine in history. Why'd they keep going deeper? They were hoping to find something else. This mine has produced some of the world's finest gems. The Tanzanian spinels go for huge money on the auctions. In fact, the Candy Apple Road Tanzanian spinel set up at $54,000 a carat. This mine is known for having some of the best gems on the planet. the Miley garnet, where it changes to that fluorescent yellow from that green. It's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a golden Tanzanite that could be sold for tens of thousands of dollars in the marketplace because there is no pricing guide for it. We're going to do this today from $34.99 to $7.99, sold 101. Sold 101. Now I want you to look at this little orange hand. Look how beautiful this is. How's that feel?
Oh, it's so...
You can go up there and show them
I
up
was
there.
going to
Yeah.
go close up. I know it's hard to see on the live stream sometimes.
It's good.
That is surrounded with yellow diamonds too. Look how beautiful.
Look, TJ.
Yeah, it's good there.
Okay. So,
And if you look back here, you'll see there's like a real strong golden. Then you've got kind of a, almost a champagne color here. Up here we've got oranges. It's going to have that same trichroidness that you have out of tanzanites or out of zoisites. But ladies and gentlemen, this one is about 100 times more rare than a tanzanite. Remember, only 1 in 10,000 tanzanites are quad A. Only 6% of all tanzanites found are AAA or higher. So if you're in a mall jeweler and they say, oh yeah, this is AAA, don't believe them. Unless it has a cert, I would not believe them because they're going by what they've seen. And I can tell you, I've got some here that are, I would say, double to single A. And I've got some here that I'd say were high double A's. And I've got some here that I'd say are quad A. But ladies and gentlemen, if it doesn't have a cert, I would say in my opinion, this one is Shop LC information card is what we call these, the information card. It's a golden tanzanite. You got 30 points of natural yellow diamonds in that halo and down the shank. You got 2 carat 25 on that. Now, understanding 1 to 3 carat is a benchmark. Once you hit 3 carat, it jumps up. 1 to 2, 2 to 3 goes up pretty exponentially. Every point counts. Every point matters. This is 2 carat 25, but it's got a nice spread to it.
oh, yeah.
But in golden tanzanite, because it's 100 times more rare, if not 1,000, than a regular tanzanite, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't even on the pricing guide. In all the articles I've read about golden tanzanite, it says the seller could charge anything they wanted to. The seller could charge anything they wanted to. Sold at $7.99 here at Shop LC. Remember, you still have that first 15. If you haven't used that already, you can get $15 more off. I know that's not going to break the bank, but just try it and see. But that's incredible. $7.99 on that for a golden tanzanite, one of the rarest of the tanzanite family. And I will tell you, investors or designers are grabbing these by the truckloads because they're using them and they are asking huge money for golden, pink, green, any colors of a site that's not blue. The blues have gotten so rare and so expensive, we did not even buy any at Vegas, which we normally come back with a huge amount of tanzanite that we bought. The only reason we're able to still bring you these kind of prices is because we collected way back when. But our vaults are becoming more and more depleted every day. Don't wait on tanzanites. We got a whole show about tanzanites. That's why I spent so much time setting this up, because I really want you to understand when you get tanzanite here, a quad A at Aunt Tiff's, a quad A at Uncle Harry's, a quad A at Cardi, and a quad A at Shop LC are all the same quad A. We don't call it quad A unless we have a legitimate cert calling it quad A. Understand, golden tanzanite really isn't rated that way yet. It can go up to a quad A, but we really don't have it appraised. So I'm just telling you, this is incredible. We have 5-star ratings on this. Your next piece is that golden pendant. I'm gonna have her model that for you because it is beautiful. This one, 14 karat yellow gold, part of our Luxor collection. It's got a diamond halo around it, and that one has white diamonds. It has the white diamonds around it. I love the fact you have some baguettes in there between the bell and the pendant. You got 2 baguettes there. It gives you a really nice look. This was $34.99. It's on sale for $787.99. It does not come with the chain. The chain is extra, but you get the pendant itself in 14 karat gold. Both of these are 14 karat gold. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last one. This is a 14 karat gold ring. That's 14 karat gold pendant. If you have your blue tanzanite and you want the rarest and the most sought after right now, this is one of them. This color is very much sought after because it is so extremely rare. This is the ones that the collectors and the people who are the original mine owners, if you will, because they were site holders, what they call them, collected and coveted. Ooh, that's a neat color. Let's put that to the side. Ooh, that's a neat color. Let's put that one to the side. And that's why we're able to bring you prices. You could see this out there, $5,000, $7,000, $3,500. Depends on who the dealer is. Online, it literally says you could charge anything you wanted because there's not enough golden tanzanites being sold to get a price per carat. This is an absolute collector's dream. If you want to be part of the collecting ability, this is one to put in your collection. Sold 102 on that. These are incredible.
Yeah. And if you,
I love it. Walk up there so
to
you can
think
see
about
it.
the rarity, we have a table of tanzanite. We have 2 golden tanzanites just
I
on
know.
the show. So that kind of
Yeah, we have 2 pieces of golden tanzanite. That's it.
compared to how rare it is. There's a little close up of that. DJ, am I good in focus?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. You do have those white diamonds
Gorgeous.
all the way around.
And it's 14 karat gold. You got 2.27 just in the carat weight of the whole piece, and you've got 2.4 grams of 14 karat gold and 27 points of white diamonds. A 9x7 oval totaling 2 carats. These come with a cert card. Why do you want a cert card? It's just an information card for you, so you will always know you have a 2 carat tanzanite. Understand that 2 carat golden tanzanite, you'll probably be the only one in your whole community to have one. That's how rare this is. This isn't just sort of rare, this is extremely rare. Next up, we have another beautiful necklace. I'm going to have Lauren model that for you as well. I'm going to walk up here and show you this. Now, these are going to be, I'm going to say high double, or low double, high single on this, just because they're multiple sizes, multiple shapes. But I will tell you, our design team does such an amazing job on doing the multiple pieces. This is a piece, you have a big medallion in the bottom, but it's over the size of a nickel. Or right at the size of a nickel, I would say. Right at the size of a nickel for the pendant part. But then you got that chain going down. You got oval, you got round, and you got little marquise shapes there to give you that look. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. Look how beautiful that is on Lauren.
It sits on the neckline.
I mean, that could be worn as a bridal piece. That could be worn to a wedding. That could be worn to the grocery store. You can dress it up. You can dress it down.
That can be something blue.
$8.49. I mean, it looks great on that. Yeah, it could be your something blue.
Yeah.
Something borrowed too. Maybe get it from mama.
Maybe.
Borrowed it from mama to wear it to your wedding. But maybe you're just a mother of the bride and you want to wear it. Maybe you just want to wear it to the grocery store. That's the thing about this. This is dressy, but yet you can dress it down. Lauren's wearing some jeans and a beautiful top and a black t-shirt type thing underneath it. And she looks great. The price of $849.99, great price. Your price, $95.99. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. That's incredible. Helen joins, Carrie joins, welcome. Crackle joins, welcome. Miss Queenie joins, welcome. Simply joins, Sarah, how you doing? Come on in. $95.99, sold 103 on that. Sold 103 on that. This is a beautiful piece. I think you'll be very impressed. I will tell you, this is the color you're going to see most of your malls have in their best quality, is this color. This is one of the lighter colors for us here at Shop LC. I like to be transparent. I tell you, you're getting 3 karat 25 of tanzanite for under $100. We sold 1 karat tanzanites for $395 and thought we were doing something good back in my last network. These are beautiful. Single source gem and is mined out. I like to tell people, I was at dinner with some friends during Christmas last year, and they had invited some of their friends. I mean, it was a bunch of mall people, and I don't mean it in a negative way. We all worked in the mall together, and they worked for me, some of them. And I said, hey, y'all, let's meet, before the holidays get too crazy. It was like the 8th of December. And one of the gentlemen sitting there, he was sitting there, and he goes, what are y'all selling your network? I said, we sell a lot of tanzanite. He goes, I don't have any tanzanite. And I went, what? He goes, I don't have any tanzanite. I said, you mean you're expecting it to come in? He goes, no, I had 2 on Thanksgiving weekend, 2 necklaces. I sold them, and I haven't got another one in. And I said, really? And he said, yeah. And I said, wow. And I got real quiet, and my managers who worked with me said, Hunter, are you okay? And I said, the time's not tomorrow. The time is now. And I still, look, I'm getting goosebumps from my arm right now as I'm telling you this story, because it hit me like a ton of bricks. I've been selling this gym, and I know this sounds a little corny and, oh yeah, whatever. This is my personal favorite gym. I've been selling this gym for 34 years of its 54-year lifetime. I've been selling this gym since I was 20 years old. And it hit me. There's going to come a very quick window that I'm not going to have any Tanzanite to sell. And that what I get is going to be so expensive, most people can't afford. And I know that sounds weird and it sounds a little, you're being a little dramatic. No. Think about this. Think about your office or whatever you do. If you're in the sales business and you have an iconic sandwich, you sell Subways, and you have an iconic sandwich. The meatball sub is your number one seller for 34 years of your career. And suddenly they say, we're taking the meatball sandwich off the thing in the next 2 years. You're like, oh, it's no big deal, it's a sandwich. Okay, it's a sandwich. But then it comes down to the last 2 weeks of selling that Subway sandwich. And I'm not saying Subway meaning Subway the company, sub sandwich. And you're down the last 2 weeks, and everybody coming in, they want that meatball sandwich because they know it's coming to an end. And then suddenly you come in the next day and you go, we don't have any Subway sandwiches. We don't have any meatball sandwiches. You just feel, it feels weird. It feels like an emptiness of, that's your stable. This is my stable. This is a gym that I truly love. And it hit me that it's going to be in my generation. My grandchildren or my great nieces or great nieces are going to walk into a jewelry store and not see this beautiful gym. It's going to be gone. I know here at Shop OC, we got 2 hours of Tanzanite. We have an abundance of it right now, so it seems. If you look at the appraisals, when we get appraisals in, we got a lot of stuff coming in now. We haven't even had time to appraise. But when we get the appraisals in, many of them are from last month, the month before last, 2 months ago. Because we are having to get it appraised as we make it now versus having it in the vault ready available. That's a big sign to me. We're getting lower and lower. We're talking about not buying any Tanzanite where we used to talk about how much Tanzanite we had in the vault. There's a disconnect. Please don't miss your Tanzanite. That's what I'm trying to get at. I mean, this is your time. That necklace is sold 103. Here comes these beautiful dangle style earrings. These are a nice size. Now, I'm going to say these to me are AA. That's just my opinion. They have great color to them, lots of different shapes. I love how our design team can take a parcel and go, okay, I've got 18, I got 22, I got whatever of each size, and make up a design that looks like a huge, that looks like an 11 karat Tanzanite from a distance. But that is one, here, put them both on. You look good in both of them. Oh, let me take them off right. There we go. Lauren's putting them on. This looks like a huge, about 11 karat, 12 karat oval Tanzanite from a distance. That's the look you're going to have. There's 4 carats, 65 total, but you've got pear shape, you've got oval, you got marquee, you've got another oval, but you've got 1, 2, 3, looks like 4 pear shapes in each ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I think there's
7, 8 ovals and 1 marquee, 2 marquees. To put that together and to make this work is unbelievable. It's mixed to, it says mixed, it says mini to major. Okay, so you got 4.2 is the smallest stone you have, or 4.2 to 4.5 is the largest, and 2.5 millimeter is the smallest. They're violet blue, they're transparent, they have been heated. Most Tanzanites you're going to see out there are heated. They say it's not heated, ask for a cert. Tanzanite's about 6.5 to a 7 on the hardness scale. It's just a gemstone. Look how beautiful those are on Lauren. I mean, these look amazing.
They're big.
They are big, and they've got nice movement to them. I love the movement to these because they're very flirty. If you have any questions, can you come closer to the screen? They're asking you. Thank you for writing that, Miss Pat. We appreciate you. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. K-Ron, thank you for joining. Alexa, thank you for joining. Or Kate, I'm not sure. Helen, thank you for joining. Simply, thank you for joining. We're welcome to everybody. I'm trying to keep an eye on that. Write in here live at Shop LC. I love to hear from you. If you get something, write in there sold, whatever number I tell you, because I like to say thank you to you. It's a big deal to me. I don't get to meet you personally, but I'm so thankful you're here. And when you buy something, I like to at least say thank you. Remember, we are literally down to the wire for holiday. I know many of you are going, oh, Hunter, wait until after Thanksgiving or after Halloween. Here's the thing. When Halloween hits, You then have 55 days until Christmas. Now we're open, but you're not getting it on Christmas Day. So you have 54 days at that point to shop. Today you have 55 days to shop. That's it. But if you're ordering online, it's going to take you a couple of days to get it. So remember that let's say it takes a week to get it. That takes a week of that. It's 7 days. So now you're down to 48 days. So it'll be here before we know it.
Oh, yeah.
And you can take advantage of our budget pay and help that money extend without having all that interest. I love that we do that. Coming up next, multi-gemstone ring to match.
Ooh.
Oh, wrong one.
We got a few multi up here.
Well, I thought it was the other one. Now, I'm going to tell you, this one here, they're going to say it's a high AA if you ask our appraisers, our executives, because it's in sterling silver. Platinum over sterling silver. But look at the color of this Tanzanite. Look at the depth of color on this Tanzanite. Ladies and gentlemen, to get a Tanzanite that dark, it's typically going to be closer to the 3A marker. I'm just telling you, I've sold a lot of Tanzanites in 34 years. That one is a high color. If it were appraised, it wouldn't surprise me what it comes back to. This has those beautiful rhodolite garnets on the side of it. Wait, can you go down for me? Because I want to make sure those may be pink sapphires, but they could even be ruby.
Yeah, ruby.
They are rubies.
Ooh.
Yeah, those are rubies. I could just see. I'm looking at the picture. I'm not holding the ring. If I was holding the ring, I could tell you for sure. But I was looking at the picture at it over there. Oh my goodness! Yeah, now there's no doubt about that. That's ruby. The step to color is unbelievable. You got beautiful white zircons around that. Friends, I'm going to tell you right now, to get this for the price I'm about to do, you better jump on the line. This is sold 105. Look at that. Gorgeous. $99.99. Who does that? No one but Shop LC. I will tell you, if you can find a Tanzanite on a cruise ship, they're going to be like, oh, it's $6.99. But you know what? You're going to save tax today because it's Port of Call. Okay, cool. So you buy it. I was on a cruise ship. I went into a place where they have Sandus, or not, what's that? I'll think of the name of the hotel in a minute. But anyway, there's water slides and stuff inside the hotel. We're at Port of Call. I was handed a AA, and I was told $3,800 a carat. This was a 12-carat gemstone. They were calling it Quad A. They didn't know I knew what I knew. And it might have technically been a Quad A. And I will tell you why I say that. It was cut with a big window in it. Which, when they first found Tanzanites, they sent them to the States to be cut. Then the government came in and required them to be cut in Tanzania. So there was a lot of poorly cut gemstones that came through. Most of the American market would not buy those gemstones, and we had to recut them. So when they recut them, they lose a ton of weight. That's why when you see a round, brilliant cut Tanzanite, it was probably recut from an oval or a square to give you the round. That's why I always say rounds demand a premium. Now, the last few years, they've been letting them come out without doing that. But the last 8 years, the government put a fence around the mine. And I said, from the Book of Hunter, I think this is a facade to not let people know there's no active mining going on. 8 years later, there's been no active auctions. There's been no Tanzanites coming out of Tanzania. And for 22 months, the workers were paid. Now, I'm going to ask you a serious question. If you were going to work every day, would it take you 22 months to stop showing up? If so, I'm going to tell you right now, I think I'm a dedicated employee.
That's
I am
okay.
not a dedicated employee. I am a weak link because you don't pay me 2 weeks? Okay, I might let you slide. 4 weeks? Well, I'm going to be living under a cardboard box pretty soon, and I'm going to be finding a new job. I'm not going to wait till it's 6 weeks, I can tell you that. 22 months. That's almost 2 full years of no pay. That's, no, I couldn't do that. But this one here, sold 105 for $99.99. Come on in, everybody. Y'all write in and say hi. I love to hear from you. Lauren, Miss Pat said you're doing a good job, Lauren. Thank you, Miss Pat. She's doing a great job. I love her being here.
sizes 6 through 10 on that one too, so pretty good size range.
Yeah, we have all the sizes on that, and $20 for 5 budget pays. So $20 will get this home. You have free shipping, so you're only gonna pay taxes on that, depending on your tax rate, depending on how much. It's like $7 more, so $7, $8, somewhere along there. Some of you got crazy tax rates. That's not my fault. Maybe it's $13, so that'd be $33. That would be a crazy tax rate. Pay $33 a day, and you'll have 4 payments of $20. If your tax rate's less, like in the northern region where it's like 5%, well, you pay $25 today, and 4 payments of $20. But it's once a month. Cut out a soda a day, and guess what? You have that extra $20 in your wallet, and you have a Tanzanite ring for a lifetime. Oh, Willis. Oh, there they are. I was going to say, Willis didn't put them out here for us. She's hiding them.
Oh, these are nice.
Miss Lauren's going to put those on. She's going to come up close. I said, these are what they call peacock Tanzanite. Now, I'm going to show you why they call these peacock. Now, it's going to be really hard to do. Wait, do you have a picture of this up here?
Give me one
It'll
second.
be easier if you do, because it's really hard to show peacock Tanzanites up that close on there. I want you to see them in Miss Lauren's ear, though, because they are beautiful. Peacock Tanzanites are natural gemstones, okay? They are... Okay, oh, that shot is money in the bank. I'm just telling you right now. That is what these look like. You've got some purplish brown over here. Like, it's got some browning red there. You've got red kind of in the middle. You've got green on this side. And you got the ultraviolet there in the middle. Friends, these are perfect peacock color, in my opinion. Why we're putting these for the price we're about to do, I have no idea. These were $1,499. I'm going to tell you, I know designers out there who would give their right arm to buy every one of these, pop the center stone out, throw the silver away, throw the white zircons away, and make a ring out of this. Because we only have these because we kept the naturals. One by one by one by one, and we sold off the rest. This price I'm doing, please understand, this ain't rare. This ain't extremely rare. This is off the chart in rareness. Because if you bake those, they would go that beautiful violet purple. Somebody saw that gorgeous, natural array of color in that. They now call it peacock Tanzanite. It's actually peacock zoisite, because Tanzanite's made for the purple. But they're letting that term used a little loosely these days. Back in the day, it was only for purple. These are gorgeous. We got to show those up close in the ear, because I think these are amazing. And this price, ladies and gentlemen, Wick Diva, no, you're not too late for the gym party, but you did miss our wonderful fashion this morning. You need to go back and grab. I'm going to tell you, that heated coat is amazing. In fact, me and Lauren looked up the website, and I'm glad you came in on this gym party, Ms. Wick. Let me give you the price on these. I got something I got to take, because I made a mistake earlier, and I always like to own up to my mistakes. $118.39 from $147.99. This is a one-time buy on this. I don't think I have very many of these left. How many we have?
We have 6.
6 only. I only have 6 of these. I am telling you, if you want to own rarity, the golden, the natural, all the natural colors, extremely rare. But since Wick Diva mentioned gym party, I want to say something. That coat, I said 40 years of the business. I misspoke. They actually started their business in 18 and some change. It was late 1800s. That's when they started. They changed their name, and this is where I was getting my 40, because I was thinking 67, which I was still off on my math, because I don't want to believe I'm this old, but I am. I was thinking 67, but in 1957, they changed the company name to what it is today. That means that business has been that name for 70 years making coats. We looked at that exact coat on their website today. $229.99 is their sell price. Your price on that pink heated coat, $79.99. If you use the first 15, you save $15 on it. That makes it $65. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I got so excited about that coat. I literally, we went to lunch today, and because she was going to do both shows, she's helped me out. She was supposed to do this one, so yay, Lauren, round of applause for staying. Because I love for y'all to be able to see what it's going to actually look on your hand. And having a female here to do that, it really makes a big difference, I think. But thank y'all for the nice comments to her. But I just want to clarify that. That company has not been in business for 40 years. It's been in business for over 100 years, but it's had the same name for over 70. That's actually over 65 years. Because it was 1958, I believe, was the actual date. All right, but now that I can clarify that, if you were thinking about that coat, please go back and get it, because that price is incredible. In fact, she said, I think I'm going to go buy that coat myself. I said, I think you should. And that's why I looked it up, because I wanted to see the company's history, because it's not a company, this is not a Shop LC product. We bought this as a closeout, which that probably means there's a business going out of business that haven't bought them at the retail price. And we bought it from that business. We did not buy them directly from that company because they still have that exact same coat
Same one.
a sale for $229. That's the manufacturer's price, $229.99. Your price today was $79.99. Enough about that. Let's get on some more things. I wanted to clarify that because but when David came in and said I'm too late for the gym party, I was like, no, you are not. But I'm glad you said that because it made me think about the coat, and I wanted to clarify that. Because, I researched so many things right before a show just to make sure that my facts are right and everything. And yesterday it was real early in the morning, and I pulled that up, and I didn't write it down. And that was my mistake. Because when I write something down, I usually remember it. But you having fun yet? I'm having fun. Well, I'm so glad you're here.
This is awesome.
Look at this beautiful
Woo!
Tanzanite bracelet. Now, I say this every time we show a bracelet. The fact that the Tanzanian mine is closed, the fact that you can't recreate this in a man-made environment, and we still make bracelets, that's ridiculous. Because every bracelet we use, we're using so many gems that we could use in earrings. We could put multiple pieces in a ring. We can do all this other stuff with them and make something that sells even faster than bracelets. Bracelets sell like crazy, and you love it. And I'm glad we're bringing them to you because here at Shop LC, we're the only company out there that really has a lot of bracelets every single show. Typically, I have at least 2 to 5 bracelets every show I do. And today, and live stream, we have 4. 4 Tanzanite bracelets. How many gemstones are in this bracelet? I believe this is the 8-inch. I think they sent the 8-inch to you because of me.
22.
22 pieces in the 8-inch. All right, actually, that's 7.25. 7.25. 3 carat 49 on that. 3 carat 49 in Tanzanite, 7.25. It comes in a 6, 7.25, or an 8-inch. Get whichever size you want. You pay the same low price, $127.99. $127.99. Now, are these the darkest Tanzanites I've ever seen? No. These are going to be more of that violet color. They're more of a lighter color. But for $127.99, that is a bargain. You've got 3.5 carats of Tanzanite. Natural gemstone. Most of them are going to be heated. Anytime you see it on a bracelet, you will see heat. Because not all of those gemstones may be heated, but at least one of them are. And if one is heated, it's going to say that. So it is heat treated. Violet blue. 3.5 millimeters on each of the trillion cut. They say trillion cuts is what a Tanzanite was made to be cut into because it lends itself so beautifully for a trillion cut. I'm not a lapidarian, so I don't know exactly why they say that because the faceting, the way it's pointed, I don't really know. But I will say the trillion cuts sell out every time we show them. They are beautiful. Look at this on the bracelet. Can you go show them that up close? How's it feel?
Oh, it feels good. It's nice. I think I was reading with the trillion cut, having light enter like 3 different sides helps the color of the Tanzanite. DJ, am I in a good place?
You're in a good place, yes.
And it's got that triple safety. You've got the plunger insert and 2 sides. So it's really safe and secure to wear all the time. That's beautiful. $127.99, ladies and gentlemen. Sold $107. Slice of heaven. Come on in now. Y'all write in and say hi. I see you got $4 online. Precious is online, but it's really spelled Policious. Policious online. Gorgeous, Lauren. Great job. Eva says she likes the gym party. Now you listen. That's the beautiful thing about live streaming. You can come in early. You can stay the whole time. You can come in and out. Now this next one, I'm gonna let her walk up there first, because this one, ladies and gentlemen, is off the chart. This ain't a spooky show. This is a good show. Now, I'm going to tell you, there was a gentleman, I can't remember his name. So for, you know, when you can't remember a name, you just use the word John. So John wrote in to our show in the live show. This is a live stream, live show. And he said, I paid $399 for a Tanzanite. I just had it appraised. It appraised for over $6,000. Do you think John was mad about $399 he spent? Now, will John get $6,000 if he sells his Tanzanite? No, most likely not. Most people will pay double. I mean, we'll pay half of what the appraisal is, and if the appraisal's double, some will pay 3 times what, if the appraisal's, you know, one time over. If they'll pay up 3 times, so he might get $3,500 to $4,000 for his Tanzanite. But you know what? If John holds on that Tanzanite for 10, 12, 15 years, he might get $10,000 for it. He paid $399. We had another lady write in. She said, "What are y'all doing? I don't understand why you would do this, but I ain't complaining." And we're like, okay, kind of sounds like y'all are. I just had my Tanzanite appraised. I paid $3,999 for it. It appraised for over $26,000. Thank you, Shop LC. I think you're out of your minds. That's what our clients have said. And remember, I'm doing these by memory. I've read them many times. I forget names. I forget exactly wording, but I can remember the gist. I know that she said, "Y'all are out of your mind." There was something about us being out of our mind. I don't disagree. I'm going to tell you, if I were CEO of this company or over the parent company, I would be holding on to my Tanzanites for dear life. My Quad A's would not be selling for the price we're selling them for. I'm just telling you that, being real and being honest with you. I cannot tell you a dealer I know that I could go directly to them and buy a Quad A Tanzanite for what we sell you Quad A Tanzanites in platinum. This one,
The color.
that color is everything. If it only hit AAA, I ain't gonna be mad at it. I think it may be a Quad A. I really do. That depth of color is off the chart. If it's AAA, it's still one of 6% of all the Tanzanites that were mined in the entire world. This is pink tourmaline on the side. Redondo pink tourmaline. Moro Redondo pink tourmaline, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best places on the planet to get pink tourmaline. Set in rose gold over sterling silver. $239.99. Wow. And I hope y'all got to see that depth of color there. Do we have it up here? Look at this. Now, the way the light is hitting this, it looks like it has a window. Let me look at it. I'm going to be honest. If it has a window, I'll tell you, nope, it does not have a window. That is just incredible. Wow.
I think it even
And I'm
looks
gonna
better
step
in
out of
person
the limb on this
than
one.
in the photo. I mean, it's just
I'm going to
like,
step out on a limb on this one. It is all blue. It has the pinks. And it has some purple flashes. But what I'm going to say on this, because it has almost a undertone of brown on the sides, I don't believe this one was heated. Now, it's not appraised. I'm not saying it wasn't. I always tell you, if it's not appraised, I will say it's heated. I am saying 34 years of selling Tanzanites. When you see that brown hues on the side, and it's a little hard to tell because on the mounting, see right there, look how a little bit of brown right there. That usually means it wasn't heated, because when they heat it, all that brown goes away and it turns to purple. So most likely it was heated, but I'm just telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Look at that. If that had a window, when I put that on a white finger, you would see it in a minute. That is a gorgeous Tanzanite. And for $239.99, ladies and gentlemen, come on in.
let's give y'all one more.
Miss Pat says, I love it with the pink coat. Oh, I love the pink coat. Just can't figure out what the right size is. Miss Pat,
I would say pretty true to size on the pink.
they're
coat.
pretty true to size. I know that we had the big one, we had the large. Do we still have that sizing chart?
Yeah, let me grab it.
Miss Pat, here's what I'm gonna do for you. Since I did both shows, I'm gonna put the sizing chart up for you so you can get that pink coat. I want you to have it. because I think you're going to love it. And remember, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee on the pink coat.
Yeah.
So if you get the wrong size, you can always call and say, hey, I need a different size. They'll send you another one. You send that one back. But I don't think you will.
It's a little adjustable, so I think you'd be good.
He's going to pull it up for me, the sizing chart for you, because I don't want you to miss that. That price, and I have a feeling it's going up tomorrow. Normally we do something on a live show like we did. We dropped that down. That was supposed to be $179 originally. Then they said do it for $99, and then they took it to $79. I was shocked, to be honest. I was shocked seeing the web for that same price. I was expecting to see either $99 or $179. The fact you're able to get that extra $15 off today only, I mean, they could extend it, but right now it's today only. Here's the sizing chart. Miss Pat, I'll say this. If you wear an extra large blouse, I would say get the extra large. If you wear a large top, I say get a large. If you wear a medium, I say get a medium. If you're a small, I say get a medium and pull it in on the side.
Yeah.
It's not a big coat. Now, the battery pack is a little heavier, but you don't have to have battery pack all the time. Only when it's really cold, you wear the battery pack. But that battery pack also will recharge your cell phone. It's a beautiful thing. If the electricity goes out in your house and you have your coat charged, you can stay warm and charge your phone. Because none of us want to be in a dark house
Freezing.
with no
Right.
phone and no way to get in touch with anybody if something happens, right? And especially if it's weather related, if it's snow, ice, things like that where people can't get to you, you want to make sure you have a phone, because if somebody does get to you that's not supposed to be there, if you know what I mean, you're going to be able to call the local police and get help. So please take advantage of that, Miss Pat. I hope that helps you out. If you saw something earlier today and you have questions about it, write in like Miss Pat just did. I'd love to answer them for you, because I thought we had some fantastic things today.
We had a
All right,
great show.
that hat, ladies, I'm just telling you, you better get that hat, because that is sexy. That looks so good. Miss Diva, I know you need one.
Hat.
She didn't take it off. I thought she was going to wear it to lunch with me, but she didn't take it off for it to lunch. But she was talking about that coat at lunch. You need that hat too.
I was talking about the coat at lunch. I was like, man, that coat.
And I'm not supposed to tell y'all this, but DJ didn't take it off till we came back from lunch. So he was sitting here warming up. Because it's so warm. I mean,
Cozy.
think about sitting in front of a fire. That's kind of like what it's
how it
like.
feels. That like relaxation you get in front of a fire.
It's like the warmth
Like
in the
that.
back. It's electric. It's an electric heater in your coat.
It's electric.
Crazy. I wish I had thought of it. But they've been doing that for 100 years, so trust me, these are quality coats.
Snag that.
All right, what's next? Oh, a white zircon and diamond necklace. Yep, look, I'm good.
Pretty.
Actually, DJ lays them out. Now, this one has been appraised by our appraisers. It's not appraised by let me rephrase that. It's been appraised by our internal GIA staff. It's not been appraised by a third party, so it will not have an appraisal with it. But it is AAA Tanzanite. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm happy for you, but my brain is saying why? Why? You've got 6 pear-shaped Tanzanites. Tanzanites are being coveted by every designer on the planet. But you know what style they like the best right now? Pear-shaped. Because they can turn, they can make flowers, they can make this. You've got 6 perfectly matched Tanzanite that are AAA in quality, one of 6% of all Tanzanites found in the world. You got white zircons, halo in each one of them, and look at the way that lays on the neckline. Stunning. 20-inch platinum over sterling silver chain. Your final price, $279.99. Come on in. Take a look at this. 4.5 star on the rating.
DJ, are we in a good spot?
Yes.
These are really rich in color.
Mr. Masters, how you doing?
Really rich in color.
Or is that Mystery Masters?
It's Miss Terry.
Miss Terry Master. I finally got it.
Mystery.
Miss Terry, how you doing? I'm so glad it took me a minute to figure out your thing.
Mystery.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Look at Miss Lauren. She looks great. Look at how beautiful that Tanzanite is. But Miss Terry, I'm so sorry. I've been calling you Mr. Masters, Miss Terry. I apologize. It takes me a minute. But you know, y'all gave these great names, and I'm looking at them and trying to figure it out. I got Miss Pat. I don't know how to get Miss Carrie. Listen, my
People
sister-in-law
get
is Terry.
creative on their names, on their Instagram
They are.
names, you
I mean, I like $4, which Wick Diva cracks me up. She has got the funniest one. Wick Diva, we got cards for you, girl. We got to send them to you. But ladies and gentlemen, come on in on this $279.99 for AAA. That's 1 of 6% of all the Tanzanites in the world. Now think about that. Out of 10,000 Tanzanites, only 6% of that came out. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. Only 5% of that came out AAA. 1% came out Quad A. So one Tanzanite out of 10,000 Tanzanites is Quad A. Now, I told you about Tanzanite and it can't be remade in the laboratory environment, but I want you to stop and think. A 5-mile area is all that Tanzanite mine takes in place. A 5-mile area. Think about that. That is not that big of an area for A block, B block, C block, and D block. D block was the one that everybody coveted because that one, some of the Tanzanite came out in this beautiful purple color. C block was known for being the most productive, having a lot of Tanzanites coming out of there. Not always the best quality, but there was a lot coming out. But D block had that trichroicness that everybody wanted. Friends, at this point, to get any Tanzanite, you're ahead of the game. You really are. You're ahead of the game. We're going to move this one. We're going to give you that one. Got another bracelet coming up as Lauren's going to model it for y'all. This one here is one of my favorite bracelets. These, I believe they call these baguettes, but they're technically emeralds. They're a large square-off baguette. But that's basically an emerald cut. Baguettes and emerald cuts are very, very similar in their faceting. This is 7 1/4 inch. It's 8 karat, 25. Oh, go up there and show them to them. Tell them about it.
Close. And you have the moissanite sprinkled in there too. It's going to give you the extra fire in between your Tanzanite stones. 3 sizes available in this one.
$247.99, ladies and gentlemen. $49.60 on your budget pay. If you love bracelets, please don't hesitate on these Tanzanite bracelets. I'm telling you, if the powers of be came in here and said, Hunter, where do you think we make a lost leader not smart? I would say making bracelets. Because I see tons of earrings out of that bracelet that will sell like this. 6.5, because we do the earrings. So I think if I did 2 of each one of these and I said, I'm going to make a dangle earring, $50 pop, $49.99, $49.99,
Yep.
$49.99, $49.99, $49.99, $49.99, $49.99. I've got over $500 there. I just doubled my money for one bracelet. Making 4 pair of earrings would be $200, right? At $50 pop. I just made 8 pair of earrings. $49.99 for earrings. We sell them like crazy here. Those would be gorgeous earrings. To get a bracelet for $249, it's a lost leader. We don't make money on this. There's no way. I mean, I understand we're buying Tanzanite directly from the source. Now we're having to go out and buy it. That's why we bought Zero at Vegas. Because the money was so high. You people, and I mean this respectfully, you're my people. Us would have said no. We're not going to spend $1,600 on a Tanzanite bracelet. But if you go out in the marketplace, you'll see Tanzanite bracelets for over $1,600 set in sterling silver. And they're not embarrassed to ask for it. Because they know how rare Tanzanites are. When the Tanzanite Council was put into place, they were there to govern Tanzanite. They were there to make sure everything was going on. That dissolved about 12 years ago. When that dissolved, I said, there's not many years left of Tanzanite mining. 4 years later, mysteriously, the government came up, put a fence around the Tanzanite mine so nobody could come in or out. They started searching body cavities on people to make sure they weren't stealing rough and taking it out by inserting it in body. I'm not joking. They x-rayed the body, and if they thought someone was in there, they checked That's what from what I was understanding. That's how little Tanzanite was there. They were worried that my workers were going to start stealing it. Well, yeah, if you ain't paid me in 22 months, I might be tempted to steal. Because I'll be like, well, they paid me. I deserve this. You know what I mean? But that's what was going on in Tanzania for the last almost 9 years now. Now the mine went up for lease. No one has bought it. There's been no auctions. They had one scheduled and it got canceled because no one's coming. They didn't cleave the Tanzanite. They had all this dirt with a little Tanzanite sticking out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I want $50,000 for that." No, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. You want to buy it? No, because they couldn't see. Used to, they cleaved it, which means they took all the dirt and stuff off. So you saw, here's the Tanzanite crystal. It's 8 inches by 2 inches by 4 inches, whatever it was, and they could see. Oh, they could hold it up and look at it. And go, oh, that's a nice crystal. I'm willing to pay that money for it. Don't miss these opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. These are, and you're right, Miss Pat, this is beautiful. I love this one.
That shape.
Did you get your goat, Miss Pat? Let me know. I really hope you did, because I love, listen, true story. I went to my boss's office right after that show, and I said, come on, I got some things to show you.
You did.
I showed her a purse. I said, I don't like this one, and this is why. And then I showed her a coat. I said, you need to buy this because you're always cold, and I go in your office and sweat. And she was laughing. She was, Lauren, he's trying to sell me. Then I showed her the slip-on shoes for $5.99 that looked like Coco. Mm-hmm. You know, with that chain on it. You know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink, William. There you go. Coco and a channel. Coco channel. And then I showed her.
Show the scarves.
The scarves. Oh, God, those scarves. How do we not sell those scarves? Yep. $5.99 or $9.99 for 5 scarves. That's $2.50 a piece. And then I showed her the hoodie sweatshirt.
Yep.
And I was like, "You need all of this."
Well, you know what she said about the scarves? She said, "I don't need those. I can get those when I go to India." But then we told her the price. And she's like, "Oh no!"
She's like, "That's cheaper than India."
Like,
I'm not kidding. She's from India.
Yeah.
Her parents still live there. They just left here a couple of months back. They were here for over a month. I said, "I love my mom, and I wish she'd come here, be here for 5 months. I mean, I really do, because she's been gone." But I'm sure after a month I'd be like, okay, Mom, I kind of need my space back. Because, you know, our parents come in and they want my space to be their space. And that's great. We love our parents. But you go in the kitchen and your pots and pans were here, and now they're over here because Mama likes them on this side. A little frustrating, but I would do.
They have the best intentions.
I wouldn't even care at this point. Like, if she was able to come back and be here for a year, I'd let her be here for a year. I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't go out. I would just be hanging out with my mom. It would be worth it. But I don't have that luxury. But you know what I mean. This next one, again, I will tell you. Coffee, cognac, champagne zircon, every time I look at them, fool me for a diamond. Mm-hmm. You look at this looks just like champagne diamonds. It has white zircons as well. I can tell the white zircons. I cannot usually tell. Normally it's because they do rounds and they're normally smaller stones. This ring is beautiful. It's platinum over sterling silver, carat 30 total weight, and you're getting it for only $87.99. $87.99. Look at how pretty this is.
Get that free shipping too.
Look how beautiful, y'all. Come on in, Wig Diva. Policious. I like it. I might be saying that wrong too, but Miss Terry, I'm glad I finally figured yours out. I'm so happy. Because I kept reading it going, Mr. R.I. Master, I'm not getting it. Now, oh well. You know, that's why y'all make them that way, right? So it makes people have to think. But I would say thank you all for joining. We got a lot of people online. This one's Soul 111. Soul 111. We've got a lot of items. We've got only an hour left. I got to set up talking to them. But friends, I will tell you right now, we have got a lot of Tanzanites. But as I told you, this gentleman that I'm talking about, I don't even remember his name. I mean, like, after that, I literally just kind of got quiet and didn't really say a whole lot the rest of the night because I was in such shock because I talk about there's going to be a day you walk into a store and there's not any Tanzanite. And when he runs a flagship store in one of the biggest malls here in Austin, if not the biggest mall in Austin now, and they had 0 Tanzanites, I was speechless. it hit me because the time is now. It's not next week, it's not next month, it's not next year. If you want your Tanzanite, please remember when Tanzanite first went to market, it was basically at one place and one place only. You had to have an invitation. You were taken to the back, probably given a little wine glass or a champagne flute, poured some champagne. You sat down. They laid out 5 Tanzanites. You got to pick one. They showed you mountings, and you put it in there, and you paid tens of thousands of dollars. That's how exotic and rare this gem was. And Tiff's has been charging $4,500 and up per carat for Quad A Tanzanite for over 8 years. Over actually 10 years, because we used to pull the comps for them all the time in my last company, and we would show it. We wouldn't say who it was. We would just show, here's a 1 carat 12, and they're wanting $4,985. It's got 12 points of diamonds. Diamonds are easy to figure. When you look at the right proportion, you can figure out what they paid for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep saying it, and I'll say it for the next hour. Please don't miss your opportunity to own Tanzanite. This is a gem, in my opinion, that just has the heavens all over it because of the colors, where it was found, the lightning striking it over and over. You know, it just resonates with me. So I read through the good book and it resonates with me. 112.
DJ, can we flop back over to that product?
That is these earrings, Miss Diva. This is product. This is the earring she's just put on. Take a look at these up close. Did you just put
Wait,
an earring
I
on?
think 112 is this one 112?
Oh, is Mrs. Diva telling me?
This is 112.
Oh wait.
This is 112, right?
Yeah, the earrings.
The earrings
the
are
ring
wrong right
was
now.
111.
111, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Big Diva, here comes 112. The ring was 111. Did I say 112?
You said 111.
Okay. Now I'm all confused with Diva. You got me confused.
Let us know what you want the carat.
Okay, what's the carat of the Tanzanite? In the ring, the carat in the ring was this one.
That one was 130.
It's a carat 30 total weight. Can we zoom down so I can give them the exact carat weight on the ring? The center stone on that week, Diva. I'm glad you asked. 82 points. I'm sorry I didn't realize I didn't tell you that. 82 points on that. It is a 7 by 5 millimeter, which you can see a 7 by 5 is over 1 carat, but that one's 82 points. Beautifully done though. These earrings are 112. This one's sold 112. Now these, go up there up close. I need to see those up close on you, young lady. Those are incredible. These are hoops. Now I don't know a lady that does not love hoops. I swear home ec is called hoopology, shoeology, and pursology. Handbagology now. Because I think they have a class to train all y'all because y'all know way too much about all of them. And I'm just sitting here going, how? I mean, my nieces are like 16 and they're my great nieces, but they're like 16. They're like, oh, and this bag and that. And I'm like, how do you know this? You live in the country where I grew up. How do you know about Louis and Durkee and Dooney and, you know, Booney and Hooney? And I mean, I'm blown away. It's something inbred in y'all's blood where little boys like to play tractors and go hunting and, you know, play cowboys and Indians and stuff like that back in the day. I mean, not now. I guess they play something different, but they play Nintendo. But we were outside. We rode trees for a living. We had our Bunkin Bronco. We had a big old 50-gallon drum tied with 4 ropes, and 4 of us get inside and somebody ride it and see if they can throw them off. That's what we did for fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
See, I told you she's a Southern Belle. $59.99 on these earrings. You got 2 carat 35 of oval shape, and there's 10 total on the oval shape, so 2 carat 35. $59.99 on our 4 budget pays of $15. These are sterling silver over platinum. Remember, the platinum is all that's going to be touching the inside of your ear. So you should have no allergicness to it whatsoever. Our sterling is nickel free, as all sterling should be in today's marketplace. But I just like to say that. Those are sold 112 on that. What's next? I hope it's the one I think it's going to be, because I'm excited about this one, because it's a different gem, but it's not. Nope, it's this one. Now, I will tell you, the workmanship on this ring, the labor alone on this ring, crazy amounts. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen any of the video of Heather over in India. I'm really happy for her that she got to go. I wanted to go because I want to really start the TMZ by Hunter. I really want to meet with the people at TMZ and discuss making these shirts, because I really think they would work, and I could sell them cheaper, and I could buy them cheaper, which I would really like. But this cluster ring has yellow gold over sterling, has platinum over sterling. That's a work in itself. But look at all the gems on this ring. You've got pear, you've got round, you've got oval, you've got a lot of oval. You got oval all the way around the outside. Then you got a round there and a round here and 2 rounds there, another round there, another round there. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds.
Wow.
Pear shape, 2 pear shapes, 3 pear shapes, 4 pear shapes. He's got a lot going on. But I love all the loops, all the yellow over the sterling silver. I just think it's a beautiful ring. And it gives you such a big look. The price, $749, great price.
Keep this up close.
Your price,
See it right there.
$97.99. Carrie Bell, Carrie Ball, welcome. Carrie is in the house. Sold 112 or 113 on that. Sold 113 on that. Sold 113. Now I have stuff in all price range. If you haven't seen something you like yet, write in. Tell me. We are trying to give everybody what they want. Miss Pat, did you find a coat? Did you get that coat? I wonder if you got it, because I want to tell you congratulations on that, because I think you're going to love it. $229 on their website. That is the company's website today. Not tomorrow, not last week, not last month. That was today. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, now, hold on. This is a game changer. If you got the
Leave
ring,
this on.
you need to grab this pendant. This pendant, woo-hoo. Oh my goodness. Okay, now, I'm going to tell you, I don't spend this much on everybody in my Christmas list. I do not. I do not have abundance of money. I don't try to act like I do. But if you're one of those people that spend $100 or $80 on somebody, or give them a gift card for $80 or $75, I'm going to tell you, give them the gift of something that will, if depending on their age, could very well be mined out in their lifetime, or not mined out of circulation in their lifetime, other than secondhand. It could very well be out of circulation in their lifetime, except for secondhand. Look at the size of this pendant. Look at this pendant across the room. Yellow gold over sterling silver, matches the ring identically. 4 karat 65 on the Tanzanite. We must be down to like 1 left.
We have 9.
9 only. Will you go around and let them see that on you, Miss Lauren? Thank you so much. You're doing such a great job. I love Lauren, y'all. She, listen, I said, you want to stay and work with me this afternoon? She goes, sure. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I need to go do. She was like, sure. I was like, thank you.
I'm here.
Because I enjoy working, and I know that she likes being here, so I wanted to work with her. Plus, I know y'all like to see it on, and, you know, it don't look as good on my hairy chest, okay? $78.39, ladies and gentlemen. What a deal. 4 karat 65 of Tanzanites. I was just in Vegas. Even on double A, they were asking $250 a carat. $250 a carat.
I'm a little short. Is that better?
That's better, yeah.
Okay.
And this does have a 20-inch. The picture they took has the wrong chain on it.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, I wonder if they're, because underneath you have.
no, it doesn't. It has okay, the chain is platinum over sterling, as well as the pendant has yellow gold and platinum over sterling. It has both. I would have, for me personally, I probably would have put a yellow over sterling on the chain as well, because what you see up here is yellow, even
Right.
though you have the platinum on the sides. You really on the pendant, you don't see a lot of platinum. So if you have a yellow gold chain, I'd probably switch it out. But you did get a 20-inch chain. Hello, my friends. Welcome. Thank you for joining. There you go, Miss Terry. There you go. We showed it closer. $78.39. There's only 9 of these. If you want one, please grab it quickly. 4 karat 65 in Vegas on double A, dealer to dealer. They were asking $250 at one place that I asked about, and I knew it was double A. Now he never said the grading on it. I just knew what I was looking at. $78.39 for 4 karat 65. You have 4 karat 65 of natural tanzanites in there. this is a piece to collect. Mark joins. Mark, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Friends, do not miss out on those. That's incredible. What is next? We're down to only 50 minutes left. Thank you all for being here. We love and appreciate each one of you. If you've never met this young lady next to me, this is Mrs. Lauren, and she is a brand new host for us here. I hope you are open in your hearts and minds to her, because she is a true Southern Belle. And I mean that with all respect. I'm a Southern gentleman. I'm a redneck, but I'm a Southern gentleman, and I try to be nice to everybody. And I will tell you, this young lady, I met her in the hallway out here. I said, hi, I've never met you before. What's your name? She's like, my name's Lauren. I was like, wow. She goes, what do you? She goes, oh, I'm going to do live stream. I was like, well, if you need help, let me know. And now here we are as friends. So
Hunter's been great. Honestly, Hunter, you've welcomed me so kindly. I really appreciate that.
Oh,
So
you're
thank
kind.
you.
now this next one's going to be right around the single A or low double A. But I will tell you, you're getting 40 points of white zircon and tanzanite. There's going to come a time, ladies and gentlemen, I keep saying this, you can't even find single A out there. In most small jewelers, what you're seeing is double A at best. Most of it's high single A. On rings like this, they would charge you $279 and not apologize. You can get this ring sold $115 for $29.99.
You know what's great too? It's that it's a flower, so it can have a youthful look. $29.99 if you want to get this for someone younger in your life who's like starting their jewelry collection. It's a little bit lower price point, so you don't have to worry as much.
I will tell you, you can go out and buy flowers from June 11th. No, July 11th. That's when they open the store. That's why it's called that. You can buy a dozen roses there for $19.99 during regular season. At Valentine's, it's $39.99. Same flowers, same dozen. It's just they know you need them at Valentine's. Give her a ring. Even at this size, she's going to have it forever. And every time she looks at it, she's going to think of you for $30.
That's true.
$10 on a budget pay. And remember, if it's your first 30, that'll be over 30 when you add tax to it, so you can take 15 off by typing in first 15. Remember to do that. All right, what's next? Radiant joins us. I don't know. Ramsey, I think is how you'd say it. Radiant, welcome. Oh, we got a tanzanite necklace with platinum over sterling silver. I believe it's going to be this one.
Yep.
Look at that. I'm a good guesser.
I have so many tangled with that other. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, Miss Lawrence, open this
Ooh.
up. Now, this is a big old big one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you, if I were in a store and I was shopping at Shop LC, I would look at all these high carat weights. I'd look at the size of the gem, and I would remake them into earrings and pendants, and I'd melt the silver down and make something else out of it. This is 9.5 carats of tanzanite. 18-inch with a 2-inch extender, so it goes up to a 20-inch. Platinum over sterling silver. 9 carat 50 on the tanzanite. We had this at $1,199. And honestly, with 9.5 carats tanzanite, that is a low start price. We are doing this today for $217.99. Our prices are ridiculous. Look how beautiful that is on. And I love how they made it solid so that it lays so perfectly.
It's gonna keep it shaped.
Now you could make the chain shorter if you like.
DJ Mike.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will say that is stunning. I could see a bride wearing this. You know what? I could see somebody taking that, put it on their veil as their forehead,
Yeah.
and taking the centerpiece off. I mean, it is that beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something.
Such.
Lucy joins. I will say this is beautiful. 9 carat 50 of natural tanzanite. Ladies and gentlemen, these are from Mother Nature. You cannot recreate them in a man-made environment. If you see something that says lab-created tanzanite, run. Don't stop. Don't buy it. Don't be fooled. This isn't from me. This came out of the JCK magazine. Breaking news. Tanzanite cannot be made in a man-made environment due to its molecular structure. Ladies and gentlemen, that is huge. You can make podprasha sapphire. You can make rubies. You can make emeralds. Those are the three kings. And now they're making diamonds. But you can't make Tanzanite. Why? Tanzanite was caused by lightning striking over and over in the same spot. That's what's a 5 square mile area. That ain't that big. That's why they had to go so deep in the earth to get one. 1 in 10,000 Tanzanites are quad A. If a jeweler tells you this looks like quad A to me, they're probably not lying to you. My next question will be, how many quad A have you ever seen? Most small jewelers have never truly seen a quad A Tanzanite. If it's not appraised, believe it's triple or lower. I'm just going to tell you, if I go out and somebody tells me it's quad A, I'm going to say, is there appraisal to it? Now, if they have a cert card like this, you can trust that to an extent, because that jeweler is then responsible for what they say on that cert card. But if it says it's quad A, they have to replace it with quad A. If they say, oh, well, it's just my opinion, I don't think they're lying to you. I'm not trying to say all jewelers are bad and they're lying to you. I worked in the malls. I wasn't a bad person. I didn't lie to people. I tell them the truth. What I'm telling you is they don't know what quad A looks like because they've never seen it. I am seeing ads. I saw one the other day that said, color like quad A Tanzanite, $9,800. Color like quad A Tanzanite. They didn't say it was quad A, but if you just read, I looked up a few years back, I was in for Paraíba Tourmaline, I was working with another company. I found all these Paraíba color online for pennies. I'm like, what? And I had to go back and reread it because it fooled me. And I was looking for what Paraíba was selling for online. Paraíba Tourmaline in the larger sizes sell for upwards to $50,000 per carat. And when I say larger size, I'm talking about 3 carat, 4 carat. That's a large size in a Paraíba. You go 7, 8 carats, you're going to be paying $50,000 a carat for the quality of a Paraíba. Look at the reviews online. I mean, look at this, Lauren.
Oh, wow. 5-star reviews.
5-star after 5-star after 5-star. Tanzanite necklace is beautiful. It looks and presents like on the picture. This Tanzanite necklace is beautiful. It looks great with everything. So happy I purchased it. That's the necklace she's wearing right there. That's the reviews online. One was from JP, one was from Yola. Thank you so much for those reviews. We love and appreciate you for doing them. We know you don't get paid for that, and we certainly appreciate your comments. And listen, they read every review. They read every comment y'all make about us. They read every review because they want to know. And I will tell you, when you write comments, you may write 50 comments about me and you are very nice. You write one negative, I'm usually in the office getting told about it. And they don't tell me who said it. They're just like, oh, they're saying you're speaking too fast. Or, oh, they're saying it was one person out of millions and millions of viewers. But you know what? They're right. It's all about the one. It's all about everybody. We want to be here for everybody. And I know I get excited and I do talk too fast. So I already know that, but I can't help it. It's like I tell them in the office, they're like, because, in certain cultures, whispering is a sign of respect. I know how to whisper, but my voice is so raspy, it doesn't come out right when I whisper. It sounds like I'm mumbling. So when I whisper, people have a hard time hearing what I'm enunciating. So I talk loud, and I can see some of these guys I'm really not trying to come across wrong. I understand there's a culture barrier here, but please understand my heart is we're on the same page, we're on the same company, we're trying to come to the same goal. But I know sometimes I come across so loud and boisterous, they're like, calm down, don't yell at me. I'm not yelling at you, I'm just trying to let you hear me. And the opposite is I can't hear, so sometimes they're whispering, I'm like, I'm about to be sitting in your lap, could you please speak up? So anyway, just a little fun thing right here at the office. But if you just joined us, welcome. We are on a Tanzanite show. We got a few pieces left, and we got some great ones to come up with. What's next, Mr. DJ? DJ, put the record on. He's just shaking his head no. DJ, that was funny. You get at least halfway smiling and humor me a little bit.
Come on, DJ.
I'm not going to give you a heated jacket ever again. All right, this next one, ladies and gentlemen, it comes in a 6.5, a 7 1/4, and an 8-inch. This is a marquee and oval style bracelet. It is beautiful. Actually, no, they're all marquees. So you have a marquee flower, and then you have a marquee in between each one of them. Totally 9 carat 50. Again, I can't help from saying it, but I have to say it. Every one of these stations could be an individual earring.
Oh yeah.
Every one of these stations could be an individual earring. And if we did them for 40, let's say we did them for $39.99. That's 1 pair of earrings, 2 pair of earrings, 3 pair of earrings, 4 pair of earrings, 5 pair of earrings, 6 pair of earrings, 7 pair of earrings, and 1 pendant. 7 pair of earrings and 1 pendant. If we did them for $49.99, we would sell out of them. So 7 pair of earrings would be $250. And the 1 pendant we'll say we'll sell for $30, so that's $280 versus $167. Do you see where I'm going with my waist? And that's the 6.5 inch. This is the 6.5 inch. 9 carat 50 on the 6.5. The 7 1/4 is going to have more carat weight. The 7 1/4 is probably going to be around 10 carat and a quarter, and then the 8 will be about 10.5 or 10 3/4. Excuse me, somewhere along in there. But whatever carat weight you get, you pay the same low price, $167.99. 9 carat 50. That's an unbelievable deal. If you want Tanzanites, ladies and gentlemen, do not miss out on this opportunity. Remember, it is a single source gemstone, and they call it a single generation gemstone because it was brought to market and mined out in the same generation. It is 55 years old this year since it's been brought to market. Tiffany and Company's founders, when they first saw it, or their president said, "This is the most beautiful blue gem I've ever seen." Think about that statement coming from somebody who worked at Tiffany's. They had the finest cashmere sapphires on the planet. They had the finest Paribas on the planet. They had the finest blue Ratnacara blue zircon on the planet. And he said, "That's the most beautiful blue gem I've ever seen." And he said, "Don't call it zoisite. Call it from the area it came from, Tanzania. Call it Tanzanite." These are gorgeous gems, and this flower link is beautiful. And at $167.99, I guarantee you, go to Tucson next year. Try to buy 9 carat 50 of marquee cut Tanzanite. Then go to your jeweler and ask him to make you this exact bracelet. And when you're at about $1,900 you're going to go, "How are y'all doing that for $167.99? It's because we were one of the original site holders. And we had one of the largest, if not the largest, site holder. So we got first right of refusal. And we cherry picked the best and sold off the rest. Friends, we sell a lot of Tanzanite here. But even here, our Tanzanites are getting less and less. I'm having 4, I'm having 6, I'm having 12. Even on these bracelets, many of them we have all of them because this is a brand new shipment. But some of them, I'm already sold out of 1 or 2 sizes. So take advantage just while you can. $167.99.
We have budget pay on that
Miss
too.
Pat says she loves your personality and loves us together.
Oh, thank you. Hunter's fun.
What is next? I like to laugh. I like to laugh. But I really, when it comes to Tanzanite, I get a little too serious sometimes because I know how rare this gem is. And I understand that it's already not being sold in a lot of retailers because they just can't afford it. And it's gotten too expensive. We didn't buy any.
You know, DJ, I'm not seeing that.
Seen that one?
DJ.
Hold on.
See, that's what you get for saying, not laughing at my joke.
Yeah,
See?
DJ.
That's what you get for not laughing at my joke. Now, he didn't have one up here, so now I can give him a hard time. You know what I love about Tanzanite, though? But, I mean, it was taken to market when I was born. So, I love the fact that, like I said earlier, to me, where it was found, right there at the foothills of Kilimanjaro. If you read the good book, you know what I'm talking about. And then, I just feel like where that region is in the same region that the Lord walked. And he was mad. I mean, he had to let his son die for all of us. And I don't want to get in a whole religious thing because I know some people don't believe what I believe. And it's okay. We all have our own choices to make. I make a choice to believe. And to me, that's why I love the Tanzanite. Just that red and that blue and that white. I mean, that red, blue, and purple royalty. For me, it's the fire of the blood, and we don't have it here. Mm-hmm.
Weird.
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 DJ was holding. See,
He was
see,
holding
wait.
out.
Can you come back here and do that again? I want to show that he's holding out on us, y'all. He's holding out on us. He at least smiled on that one.
Ooh, this is really pretty.
DJ, are you getting this for your girlfriend?
Huh?
Is that what you're holding out because you want to buy it for yourself? Because we only have 6 and 7 left.
Oh yeah.
5 and 7. Okay.
Oh, 5 and 7. Pardon me. We only have 5 and 7. Thank you, Miss Lauren. We only have 5 and 7 left. This is a 1 carat total weight. You've got. We're gonna roll up here in a second. I'll say exactly what you have in the center stone. But this is gorgeous. Show them up close on that because this is a deep color, and this shows you why they say trillion cuts were made for Tanzanite.
Yep.
What do you like about it, Miss Lauren?
I love the trillion cut. I think it really enhances the color, especially in this ring. This might be my favorite so far. You have that white zircon halo too, so you get that extra sparkle.
This has a 68-point center stone on there. On the trillion cut, again, the trillion cut lends itself to Tanzanite because of the way it's made, but it's beautiful. It is heated, it's transparent. Most Tanzanites you're going to see are going to be heated unless they tell you it's not. And we're doing this one for the low price of $69.99. I love the depth of color you get for $69.99. If you've never owned a Tanzanite, grab this one. This is one I think you'll be proud of. This is sold $118. Sold $118. We got a lot of people watching today. Thank y'all all for joining us. I hope you're having fun. Listen, if you missed our earlier show, go back and watch it online because we had some spectacular deals. If you live in a cold region or you live here in Texas where it's 95 on Saturday and it's 42 on Monday, no joke. You know what I'm talking about if you live here in Texas. This coat is perfect for you. I'm telling you, if we had the men's version, I'd already bought it. And I don't get that cold. I don't wear a coat that often. I have one in my car today. I threw it in the car just in case it kept raining or got colder. I wasn't sure what it was going to do. So I threw a coat in my car because I always like to keep one there in case you break down or anything like that. You have something to keep you warm, right? I used to have I have a coat, and y'all are going to laugh. I bought this at Structure 37 years ago. Maybe longer. No, about 36 years ago. I was working there at the time, and it was on clearance for like $19.99. It is bright yellow. It looks like a skiing jacket. I've never worn it. It is ridden in the back of about 5 different cars, and this one I had to have worked on because somebody ran in the back of me, and I usually keep it in the back of my car for just that purpose because it has a line across. So I wore it out one day, and somebody's like, "I love that jacket. Where'd you get it?" I'm like, "This jacket's older than you are," but it still looked brand new. I've never worn it. I bought it thinking I'd go snow skiing sometime, but I've never been snow skiing. I need to do that. It needs to be on my bucket list. But this Tanzanite, $69.99. Come on in and take advantage of it while you can. This is a spectacular deal. I love the depth of color. You can point it towards you, you can point it away from you. It's up to you. If you want to elongate the finger, put the point away. If you want to make the finger look shorter, put it towards you. Because of the distance, it makes it look shorter. But it is gorgeous either direction. It's up to you. I love trillions and Tanzanites. But $69.99. What's next? And remember, first 15, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss that. And you do have $17.50 on your budget page. Oh, I was wrong. DJ, I don't have that either.
That one.
DJ's holding out on us today, y'all. I'm just telling you.
In DJ's defense, they gave us a lot, so I could see how he could get maybe overwhelmed with all the stuff they sent.
We've got another Tanzanite necklace coming up. This is going to be 18 inches. It's got kind of a butterfly design to it. It's got butterflies. It's got 4 Tanzanites in marquee shapes going with arrows out with a marquee in between each one. Beautiful design work. It's got a nice big medallion and a pear-shaped pendant on the bottom. And wowie zowie.
We don't have it.
Oh, bummer.
It's online. It's going to be item number. I'm not going to tell them, so we're already here.
Yeah.
It's going to be item number 7525328. 7525328. If you want to take a look at that, we did not get that in. I do apologize. $297 on that. Now, we have a bracelet coming up. The last bracelet of our bracelet grouping. And again, I keep saying it because look at this and think about it. This actually has opposite. So it's got coordinating, I guess would be the right word. You got one on top, one on bottom. Then you have a white rose zircons on every line. A very cool design. This is a design that this workmanship on this, ladies and gentlemen, is unbelievable because you had to get all perfectly matched tanzanites, but you're putting opposites. So one's high, one's low, one's low, one's high, and that way you put a row of white zircons that look like white diamonds around the outside. So you have that staggering. That's the word I'm looking for. Staggering. It got that staggering look, but it gives the bracelet such a flow to it. When you see this up close, well, I'm going to show it to them up close, please, ma'am. This is incredible. 7 carat 90 total weight of gemstone with the white zircon and the tanzanite. You got about, I think it's 7 carat 20 on the tanzanites alone. But this is the 6.5. Actually, this is 7.25 inch on that one. 7.25 inch on that. 6 carat 80 on the tanzanite. 6 carat 80 on the tanzanite. And the rest is white zircon. You've got 126 white zircons set on the outside of every tanzanite. Again, they're staggered, so it gives you that amazing look. You got a triple safety on the clasp, another upgrade, and we're doing that for $199.99. 5-star rating. We'll have one review on that. Yeah, there you go. See how they're staggered there. You got the white zircons, then kind of a stair step or a staggered style there. Yeah. Beautiful color on that. And almost, some of them have some greens in them too, which gives you almost that natural look on this. This, just all that workmanship though. Literally, you've got 124 white zircons or 126 white zircons. At $1 a gemstone to set. Would you set a gemstone for $1? I would not. But at $1 a gemstone to set, that's $126 just for that. Then we've got another 28, I think it is, on tanzanite. At $1 a gem, that's $20 more. Just in labor alone, that'd be about $150. Nothing for the sterling silver and nothing for the cost of the gems. $199, great price. Just for the labor. I am telling you, ask your local jeweler. If you get some size at your local jeweler, say, I have a question. I was watching this crazy guy, his name's Hunter, and he was saying that I could get a gemstone set for $1 a gemstone. Would you do that for me? After he stops laughing, he's going to go, who is this clown? Because I never said you could get it set for $1 a gemstone. I said if we only paid $1 a gem to set it. He may say, well, if it was like 5 stones, maybe I'd do it. But, if you already had all the prongs. This is made in our factory with this design. So understand, they designed it in our factory. They made the mold in our factory. So that cuts out that layer and that layer of middlemen and women. Then they have our own jewelers who personally set it in Jaipur, India. Then we have our own cutters. We were the #1 site holder. We switched tanzanites for other gems like the white zircons so we can bring you these kind of savings. Literally, I do not believe you could take your gems, 126 perfectly matched white zircons, your perfectly matched tanzanites, to your local jeweler and have this exact bracelet made for $199. I do not believe you could do it. This price, I am telling you, is unbeatable in my opinion. Because I've been doing this for a long time. I've seen a lot of tanzanites. You do not see this many tanzanites with this many prongs and this much setting for this kind of price. You just don't. I paid more than that to have my ex-wife's tennis bracelet reset in a gold mounting, and there was, I think, 32 stones. It's a 5 carat diamond tennis bracelet, and I had it reset with. I wanted to use shared prongs and straight lines instead of the S-link because I didn't like the S-link anymore. So I switched it out. I paid more for a jeweler that I literally paid in 1 year over $400,000 to, not personally, but through my company. He charged me more than that just to set the stones. Not even for the, I paid almost $700. I think it was $587 what I paid for the gold mounting. And that was the wholesale cost. So understand, this is silver. I'm not comparing apples and oranges. I'm just letting you know how much it was for me to set the stones in there. But don't miss out on this. Big Joe, welcome, Big Joe. Cheryl, welcome. Come on in, y'all. We got a couple more items left, and then we're going to do our favorites.
Let me show a comparison for this one.
Ooh, okay.
Before we move on.
Huh?
Before we move on, let me show you a comparison for this one.
Oh, we have a comparison. You know what? That's a really good
That is
comparison.
a great comparison.
You got 649 in the Tanzanite, 7.5 inches, sterling silver, about the same color. They had it $1,512. You're saving 44%. Get it for $840. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's fair. Oh, $150 to get free shipping. Yours here, $50. At the live stream or the live show, you spend $29 on shipping. You don't pay another day for the next, till midnight that night. So if you do it at midnight the night before, you buy enough stuff by 1 o'clock, let's say, to be $29. You don't pay shipping until the next night at midnight. On our web, $50 every day. You get free shipping. Don't miss out on these opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Joe? We're just showing some beautiful Tanzanite. I hope you're having fun. Don't miss this bracelet. This is sold 120. Sold 120. Take advantage of this. If you buy something, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Write in, say hi. This is Miss Lauren. If you've never seen her, she's our newest host, and she is amazing. She's a true Southern Belle, and I think you're going to love her, and she's a great addition to our company. My name is Hunter. I've been here over 1 year and 3/4 now. Love it. I love the values that I'm able to bring you every single day. And I hope you take advantage of it, because I think the quality speaks for itself when you get it home. Now, we make a lot of pieces and we sell a lot of pieces. That's why we're doing this fight. This next one, oh my goodness. I'm just going to show you. Look at the color. Look at the color. By the way, did I ask you to look at the color? That color, unbeatable. Now, if you've ever watched me, I say this every time. The smaller the gem, the harder it is for it to have that deep color. Why is that, Hunter? That doesn't make sense to me. Think about a shallow pool. Or think about the lake. You walk in the lake and you can see 2 feet. You can still see the bottom if it's clean water, right? And nobody's moving around. It's not mercury yet, because you get about 3 feet, you can't see your feet anymore. Well, did the water just go dark? The depth of the water got so deep, it was dark on there, so you can't see as far down. You can't see the bottom. Now you can't see your feet. Now you can't see the snake swimming around your feet. Now you can't see the alligator coming up on you. Same thing with the Tanzanite. When you cut it, you go down for a depth, right? So the deeper the stone, the easier it is to have that dark color. That's why many of the quad A's you see are going to be big. Plus, if I'm a gem hunter and I find this specimen and I'm looking through it and I'm like, ooh, I can get a 19 or I can get a 99, I can get a 200 carat out of this. It's going to be quad A. I'm going to get the biggest gem I can get. And that's how they cut them, to get the biggest gem so they could sell it for the most money. The little ones got left behind. To see one like this that is that depth of color. I'm not saying it's quad A. I'm telling you that color looks quad A. The color definitely looks quad A. I haven't looked at for clarity. I haven't done any of that. There's a lot of factors that make a quad A, but just simply the color, that looks quad A. Mm-hmm. If you want one with the best color money can buy, I would tell you grab this one out of what I've shown you so far, because to me this one has a depth of color. Can we see how big this stone is? Because I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's right at 1 carat, but I haven't shown this. It's 90 points. 90 points for the center, 90 points for the center, 44 points in the double halo white zircon. This is on clearance, right? This one said clearance, didn't it? We're down to the final few. Final few. $134.39. And I will tell you, if I owned a store and I only sold gold, I would go to town here at Shop LC, cherry picking every one of these smaller, high quality gems and putting them in a gold mounting when they came to my store and selling them for tens of thousands of dollars. Because if you saw that stone in gold at Aunt Tiff's, they would be asking $4,000 plus on it. That's just what now will they get it? Yes, they will. Because Susie wants that little teal box. Mary wants that little toolbox. They have made the box more important than what's in it. They've done a great job. I ain't throwing shade. They've done a great job. Listen what Karen says.
I love this. Karen said, I purchased many things from Shop LC, and this is by far my favorite. It exceeded my expectations. Beautiful.
And look what Timothy says. Now, listen, Timothy, thumbs up, brother. I haven't even read what you said. I just saw that it's more than 2 words. Ladies usually write, like Karen did, a nice, pretty sentence. Men, it's beautiful, nice, gorgeous. Tim says,
So Tim was very impressed. Unique work. He just wishes that Shop LC would offer insurance, which is good feedback because they do read these. So thank you for that feedback. But yeah, he was very impressed and unique work. So we appreciate that. Thank you, Timothy.
and so he's saying if it ever broke, he wished he had 10, that's great feedback.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, at this price, we probably can't afford to offer it because we can't replace it for the
Right.
price we're selling it for. I mean, honestly, that's what it
True.
comes down to. We bought this 50 years ago. Some of our Tanzanites were going in, okay, so you kind of understand the gym world. I'm a mine owner. I mined everything I have. It's mined out. I have 50-gallon drums. Ooh, big old hunter is also klutz. Sorry, Miss Lauren. I didn't mean to shove you like that. I just don't want that ball on you. Whew. There's 2. We got
Are
one
we
more.
missing one?
Yeah, I think we're missing one. Okay, we'll find it in a minute. It's probably under here. How can we be missing a bracelet? You just got one on?
No?
We'll find it in a second.
We'll find
It probably went behind it. I'll have to move it.
Okay.
Oh well. Live interactive show. Big
here.
class here. It's here. This carpet, I swear it absorbs stuff, but we'll find it in a second. I think it probably went on the side or
Probably.
below.
It can't go far.
But ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that.
We like to keep it exciting.
Yeah.
If
You
you're
never
falling
know.
asleep,
You always say you
wake
want
it
something
up
to jump
now.
out at you. These bracelets just did. Nice round of applause there for Hunter being a klutz. No. $134.39. Great thing. What I was saying is, reason why I don't offer insurance. Number one, if you lose the stone, you can probably turn around and buy one here at Shop LC for less money than we could turn around and buy one at another site holder. And that's the problem. We have done, when you mine out of gemstones, you buy them and they put them in 50-gallon drums like oil. And they're specimens. So some of them are, like big things of amethyst. Some of them are just clumps and chunks in there with dividers and stuff. Here's the thing. People fall in love with specimens. The Sweet Home Mine out in Colorado, the mine owner is selling specimens of rhodochrosite for millions of dollars for the specimen so people can put it in their houses. Millions of dollars. So Ben was a friend of mine. He was the only person the mine owner would let cut his personal gems. So Ben would get some of the most beautiful rhodochrosite you've ever seen. And he is a phenomenal lapidarian. And he would cut them into these beautiful pieces. But the prices were so high because he had the best of the best and the best cutter. And so to replace them, that's why. And I wanted to tell you that because we bought these Tanzanites way back when. For us to replace them, it's impossible. This next pendant ain't the darkest I've ever seen, but it is gorgeous. This has blue rhodium, ladies and gentlemen. Blue rhodium is extremely expensive to do blue rhodium. I will tell you, there's only a few people who do it. They had to take a special course. One of my other vendors used to do blue rhodium, and he said they took a very special course. It took hours and hours of training to teach them how to do it. They only did it for about 6 months, and then they said it was just not cost effective for them to continue to do it. But blue rhodium on this to really enhance that color of the blue Tanzanite.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, yeah.
And that's what you see on those prongs. If you're not familiar, that's what you see really enhancing the color.
It really helps bring out the color in this. I think it's gorgeous. You're getting 4 karat 70 for only $99.99. $99.99. What a unbelievable buy.
Beautiful metalwork on the veil too.
Yeah, it is.
On there.
It looks almost artisan crafted there.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of our Bali collection. $99.99 with the 20-inch platinum over sterling silver chain. If you go out there and you look at sterling silver chains, you will see them over $100 for a 20-inch plain chain just like this. here at Shop LC, because of our volume, because of how we manufacture, because of everything we do, we're able to bring these prices. Don't hesitate on this though, because our prices, like everybody else, I mean, y'all freaked out a few weeks ago. We raised our shipping just to $2. And people were buying. They're like, shipping's too high, shipping's too high. Y'all are a hard crowd, and I respect that. I'm not throwing shade. But understand, we have to move up as inflation moves up and take advantage of these low prices, especially this one, because you can do the first 15 if you haven't bought anything today and get 15 off your first item. And you can do free shipping.
Free shipping. I think
What were you
almost
showing me?
every item here today has been free shipping.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at something. I thought you had a comp.
And we have budget pay on this one.
And we have budget pay.
$20, we'll get it home to you. Actually,
No interest, no credit check, no hassle, no headache. Just have a credit card. You can put $20 on today, $20 on next month, and the next month. Come on in on those. Chris joins.
oh, welcome in, Chris.
Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely unbelievable to get this for this kind of price. $99.99 for genuine Tanzanite, 4 carat 70, 20-inch sterling silver chain. Amazing. Got it today. It is beautiful. The stones are rich and deep blue. Tony and Michelle hit the mark on this one. Thanks, guys. It's a keeper. That was from one of our reviews there. I mean, that's what this is, a keeper. And a marquee cut is an expensive cut. It costs a lot of money. So don't miss out on that. Come on in, everybody.
122 on this.
Absolutely unbelievable deal. We got the matching earrings. Yes, we do. We got matching earrings just for you. 3 carat 60 of white zircon and Tanzanite, ladies and gentlemen. You've got platinum over sterling silver with 3 carat 60 on that. We had these at $750. Not today, not on my watch. We're taking these down. Look at all the pear shapes. This is why designers love pear shapes. You got 2 in the middle. You got all those around the outside to give you that dangle look and that dangle expression there for $97.99. Unbelievable. All joins us at 8:08. Thank you so much. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, write in if you have a comment or a question. Please come on in. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Absolutely gorgeous on this.
Let me hop it there and give y'all a close up of these two. Here are those dangle earrings. We good?
Look at those on Miss Lauren. Beautiful. Oh, found the bracelet. Hold on.
Oh, is it stuck to me? It's caught on the back of my jacket.
Well, her jacket is knitted, and
Yeah.
so it caught on the knit whenever it fell because it hit her. But thank
I'm
goodness.
so glad
Well,
we
I'm
found
glad
that.
we found it because
Can we
had I not
imagine?
seen it, I was about to rip off this whole back area there, take it apart. Yay! We found the bracelet.
Hallelujah. Okay, that's good. About it.
All right,
That
DJ,
one
what's
fit
next?
attached to me.
Well, next is our last one.
Our last one. Ooh, this is
Well,
fun.
we got to recap.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm excited about this one. I already had it in my hand. I'm gonna give it to Miss Lauren. I only have 3 sizes, 5, 6, and 9. How many do we have total?
Where's my papers? Give me a second. I got my papers. There we go.
I love this
This
ring.
is like cool
This
ring.
combination is one of my favorite. Now, if you are a December birthstone, this has both of your birthstones in it.
We have 12.
How many?
That's like maybe 4.
That's not enough. Oh, it went in your purse. Don't steal it. Take it out whenever we're done. I threw a finger at you, but it went into Lauren's purse. So, I mean, her purse is bigger than this whole room, so it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the coveted Sleeping Beauty turquoise and Tanzanite. Now, originally, the December birthstone was turquoise. Then it went to blue topaz. Then it went to blue zircon and Tanzanite as alternative. They're still the blue family. Citrine was yellow when it was imperial topaz, and it's yellow today. When are we getting our alternative birthstone? I'm November. It's my avid fight for the last 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, this combination, if you know anybody, if there's anyone in your family that is born in December, I would highly encourage you to get this. Because this doesn't have just their original birthstone, it has their alternative birthstone. One of them. This is a beautiful ring. Platinum over sterling silver, 14 karat, yellow gold over sterling silver, a carat 35 total weight. It's a nice size in the hand. You see it on Miss Lauren's hand. We're going to show it up close here. We're doing this for only $39.99, or $13.33 on your budget pay. I think it's beautiful. Show them up close there.
Look at that.
I think this is beautiful.
That's good.
I agree. That price, you can't beat it.
Stunning, stunning, and stunning. $39.99. Absolutely unbeatable. That is the original Birthstone and the alternative Birthstone. Now I'll tell you, I found out that a few months ago I started looking at Birthstones because I was trying to see if I could find a new alternative. I was actually looking for I was getting confused on tourmaline being October's, or was it Spinel? And I had to look it up and I figured out, I was right. But, you forget because they've changed so many things. There's so many alternatives coming out. So I started looking. Do you know there's a birthstone for the day you were born? There's a birthstone for the hour you were born, the year you were born. I'm like, if you don't like your birthstone, just look. They've made a birthstone for all of them. I stick with the 12 traditional ones, and that's why I just have string. But I could be a lot different. I could have a lot of different birthstones if I wanted to do them. But I was just funny. There's one for your guardian angel. I'm like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But anyway, I stick with the 12 originals. That's how I grew.
Yeah.
But we're going to pick out our favorite 3 items each, and we're going to tell you about them. If you have any questions, please write them in because we're about to end. We got about 9 minutes left of the show. And I will tell you, my first one, I'm going first this time.
Okay. I know, because I'll steal it.
I'm going first because last time she stole my hat. I wanted to do the hat. She's like, that's my second. I'm like, all right, that's my second. Mine is going to be this one. This one here, for the price, for the size, and for the quality. I'm going to come up close because I really want this one to be sold out. $39.99 on this. This is a stunning ring. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. If your birthstone is in December, if you were born in December rather, this is your birthstone. This is the original and the alternative. 2 gemstones that are mined out. This is a collector piece in my opinion. This, to get Sleeping Beauty with that robin's egg color and that gorgeous styling with those absolutely deep tanzanites with 14 karat gold over sterling silver and platinum, $39.99, sold $124. That one should be gone. That one should be gone. These are 2 gemstones that are mined out. 2012 for Sleeping Beauty was mined out. They started building a DuPont center over there. They still do a little mining for copper, but where the Sleeping Beauty was has been flattened and a building has been extracted there. My friend was there. I have video and pictures of it back in the day at my last network. But the mine owner was actually in our last network, the mine owner's son rather, and he was saying, there's nowhere to get it anymore there. It's gone. So this, my friends, if you get this, don't think about it being a $39 ring. Think about this being a $500 ring, $600 ring, because this is a quality piece of jewelry. That's my number one.
Special combination. Okay, I'm gonna go 3-2-1. So my third choice, I love the tennis bracelet. These are baguettes, but I believe you said they're more like an emerald cut.
I love that bracelet too. That's a
Special
good
cut.
choice.
And then you've got the moissanite in between, giving you that extra bit
He's
of
finding it for us.
sparkle.
There it is.
Yep.
$247.99 on that, Lauren. That's a great choice. And remember, the 6.5 and the 8 are the same price. You've got a lot of carat weight in that one. The 7 1/4 has 8 1/4 carat, 9 carat 10 on the 8 inch, and the 6.5 is 7 30. But get the one that fits you. A lot of people say, "Oh, get the bigger one, cut them out." Most of you are not going to do that. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You're going to get it. You're not going to do it. This next one is my number 2. It's the rose gold over sterling silver with the double halo of white zircon. I love this ring for so many reasons. The biggest reason for me is that center stone. It's 90 points on the center stone. It is gorgeously done, but the depth of color is off the chart. It looks to me the same color as you would see in a quad A. Now, I would not be surprised if you took just the stone in, or just this ring in and had to brace, because I see red flashes, I see pink flashes, and it is crystal clean. That it could very well pass for that. I'm not a GG, I'm licensed and certified in color gems, but I will tell you, the color, it's a high triple, if not a quad. We don't call anything quad A unless it's in platinum. We have a 7 and a 10 left in this, $134.39. Amazing. What's your second?
All right.
Oh, she already got it.
I'm going with the trillion cut because I love the way that cut affects the color of this ring. Really pretty color for the price point. $69.99. We only have 5 and 7, so petite fingers, hop in on that.
$69.99. Wow.
Yep,
And my
$69.99.
last favorite, the peacock trillion cut earrings. Look at the quality. Look at that color on those. The movement, the Floridianness of this. Absolutely flirty, gorgeous. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, you literally see green, you see red, you see purple, you see blue, you see it all. This is a peacock color. These are on clearance. We're down to, I think, 41 pair of these left for only $118.39. $118.39. They have the locking back, so you don't have to worry about finding the black. Oh, I didn't point this out earlier. Let me point this out real quick because this is a big deal. See those little those little horseshoes? Those do two things. Number one, you can't pull the earring apart, so you don't bend it where you can't wear it. But what that does is when your earlobe goes in there, it keeps it from sliding down. Genius! That will keep it face forward all the time. It will not slide down in your ear, so that Tanzanite will always be sitting face forward. Take advantage of that. $118.39 on that. And last is Lauren's final choice.
Finish up with a bang. We have this beautiful big cluster ring. It's got all different shapes in there. We had ovals, pear shape, marquee shape. I think some rounds in there too. So you're getting all those different mixtures of different shapes in there, ovals all the way around. And then you have that mix of metal work too. Really pretty on the sides. So much detail on this one. $97.99, and you're gonna get the free shipping. Of course, most of these items we do offer budget pay too, so if you want to space that out a little bit, you're welcome to do so.
And ladies and gentlemen, when we come to the end of our show, I'm going to say one more time, please don't miss this opportunity to own Tanzanite. Single source gem, for all intents and purposes, closed 9 years ago. They didn't talk about it. They had it under facade with the fence around it. There was no auctions. There was nothing going on. Now it's up for lease. You know it can't be made in a man-made environment. That's not me. That's from scientists way smarter than I am that have made that determination. What's out there in Tanzanite is out there. It's in collectors' hands. It's in dealers' hands. It's in companies' hands. Take advantage of these low prices while you can. They will not be here forever, nor will the Tanzanites. Single source gem found in one place on the planet. Tanzanite. Tanzania is the only place you can get Tanzanite. 5 square miles in the entire world is all that there is of Tanzanite. This gem is more rare than almost any other gem. I'd say Paraíba is probably pretty close. I'm not sure on the mileage, how big the mines were. There was 3 different locations they found Paraíba, but it's kind of the same vein. I mean, you know, with different weather things, it could have broken and went somewhere else where the vein was already there and this part got washed away because of water or what have you. But Tanzanite, single source gem caused by lightning, 5 miles radius, and you're getting it right now for prices that I saw back in the early 90s when I started. Please don't miss out. Love you. Thank you for joining Lauren and I. A lot of you online. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you close out your carts, and we'll see you back next time. When are you back?
Yep. I think up tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll be here.
She'll be here. Y'all watch her. She's awesome. You're gonna love her. We love y'all. Thank you for joining. I'll see you on live. I'll see you on live show tomorrow at 4 p.m.
All right, nice.
Woo! Right on time.
Okay, real fast before we end.
102 on the web.
So now we gotta film your top 3. Put on social media.
It's already there. Cut and paste. All right.